whole world at our feet, watching seasons change. Our roads were lined with adventure, mountains in the way couldn't keep us from the sea. Here we stand, open arms. This is home where we are, ever strong in the world that we made. I still hear you in the breeze, see your shadows in the trees, holding on, memories never change.
Good morning, eyes open, I can see the light shining through. Good morning, blinds open, I'm coming home to you. Soft with the weather, cool with the breeze, flip through the pages of reality. Float like a feather out to the sea, roam like a lion living wild and free. Just like that, snap my fingers. Just like that, dreams get bigger. Just like that, paint a picture. Just like that, just like that, just like what you want, you have it. Just like just like that. Just like anything you want, you can have it. Whatever you need, you can grab it. Just like anything you want, you can have it. Whatever you need, or what you need. Good evening, eyes closing, we can see the stars shining through. Good evening, blinds closing, it's just me and you. Soft with the weather, cool with the breeze, flip through the pages of reality. Float like a feather out to the sea, roam like a lion living wild and free. Just like that, snap my fingers. Just like that, dreams get bigger. Just like that, paint a picture. Just like that, just like that, just like what you want, you have it. Just like just like
back again, and you slip like sand right through my hands with every word you say. Oh, you'll find me between the devil and the deep blue sea, and I'm going under. Oh, you'll find me between the devil and the deep blue sea, and I'm going under. Coming up for air, come and share my last breath. Save it for a time when I'm here no more. Diving in the deep end, we can't turn back again. The battle never ends, but you won the war. And the tide, it takes me away from you, and it brings me back again. And you fall like water through my hands with every word you say. Oh, you'll find me between the devil and the deep blue sea, and I'm going under. Oh, you'll find me between the devil and the deep blue sea, and I'm going under. I'm thinking like a stone. Never felt something like this before. And we're drowning. Will it save so? This ended long ago. Never met someone like you before. And we're drowning. We need saving so. You'll find me between the devil and the deep blue sea, and I'm going under. Oh, you'll find me between the devil and the deep blue sea, and I'm going under.
We're never gonna get today back. Come tomorrow, this will be the best. In these last moments, I will speak my mind, 'cause we are just a static electricity. It's us moving to the sound. Your lips are all I need. When the music comes around, you bring wanna waste a day. I'm gonna live it up. The beat echoing in my ear while I'm staring at the clock. Hold me sweetly, hold me tight. This could be our last night. Kiss me with passion before you say goodbye. Just a static electricity. It's us moving to the sound. Your lips are all I need. When the music comes around, you bring up the energy and never bring it down. I was a star of destiny until you came around.
Hold me sweetly, hold me tight. This could be our last night. Kiss me passion before you say goodbye.
Hold me sweetly, hold me tight. This could be our last night. Kiss me with passion before you say goodbye. Hold me sweetly, hold me tight. This could be our last night. Kiss me with passion before you say goodbye.
Champagne in this fading light. We are standing on the balcony and dancing in the pouring rain. Please don't feed me your black and white. Sick and tired of the typical, I wanna know your shade of gray. Hollywood, the land of stars. Shattered dreams will break your heart. Draped in jewels to look the part. It's my anthem, it's my anthem. Crystal glasses, chandeliers. Comets flash at big premieres. Welcome to the new frontier. Can we get some? Can we get some? Maybe someday we'll look back on this ride. Top of the world, we're finally living a life. Taking it in, 'cause lightning never strikes twice. Pour me a drink, looks like we finally arrived. Spotlight coming down like a hammer. Hot sweat getting hot off the danger. Can't quit 'cause it's not in my nature. People never touch the ground, pretty little gangster now. The good life will always remind me. The real world can be so combining, but power can also be blinding. People never touch the ground, pretty little gangster now. Silver song, don't fail me now. Used to looking over windows just to find a way to steal the crowd. Pretty gangsters climbing out. Up the ladder, pitter patter, take a look at all the gold we found. Hollywood, the land of dreams. Nothing's ever what it seems. Holy water, make me clean. Can we get some? Can we get some? Crystal glasses, chandeliers. Comets flash at big premieres. Welcome to the new frontier. It's my anthem, it's my anthem. Maybe someday we'll look back on this ride. Top of the world, we're finally living a life. Taking it in, 'cause lightning never strikes twice. Pour me a drink, looks like we finally arrived. Spotlight coming down like a hammer. Hot sweat getting hot off the danger. Can't quit 'cause it's not in my nature. People never touch the ground, pretty little gangster now. The good life will always remind me. The real world can be so combining, but power can also be blinding. People never touch the ground, pretty little gangster now. that you would kept me, and now you're falling on your front teeth, and I can see your skin a tint of green. Oh, you'd wish you wouldn't know. Oh, you'd wish you wouldn't know. I bet you wish you didn't touch her. See, now you're making out you're so hurt. The way you made me feel is much worse. Now you wish you could reverse. Now you wish you could reverse. Oh, you're way too late. And I was on this freaking train, and I saved you a place. You threw it back in my face. Everything is gone. For you I had nothing, absolutely nothing. But I bet you wish, 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 I bet you wish that it's all gone. Oh, you wish we had something, we got nothing. But I bet you wish, 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 I bet you wish. You understand you messed up, and now how dare you even mention love? Love is the last thing that you give to me. And don't you even think to lie, don't you even think to lie. There are no words which you could ever say to erase the hurt you sent my way. After retuning from recovery, I bet you wish that you were mine, bet you wish that you were mine. You're way too late, and I was on this freaking train, and I saved you a place. You threw it back in my face. Everything is gone. For you I had nothing, absolutely nothing. But I bet you, I bet you, I bet you, I bet you, I bet you that it's all gone. It's all gone. Oh, you wish we had something, we got nothing. But I bet you, I bet you, I bet you, I bet you, I bet you that it's all gone. For you I had nothing, you have done nothing, absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's all gone, absolutely nothing. But I bet you it's
So why can't we be friends? The circle never ends. Oh, oh, and I can taste the alcohol, knowing that you don't care at all, telling me that you're still in love. That's when I said goodbye. But I hate goodbyes, always seem to take you by surprise. These people coming in and out your life, never get the chance to realize it's way too cold for mid-July. Chilling by myself and getting high, don't know why I feel so low. Whoa, whoa, you hurt me more than you could know. Baby, you drive me crazy. The only thing I think about lately is how I'm slowly fading, fading, fading. Baby, you drive me crazy. The only thing I think about lately is how I'm slowly fading, fading, fading. Girl, you got me faded, yeah, I ain't even playing. I know that I be drunk and probably shouldn't say this, but I don't love you no more. It felt so good when I closed that door. I never knew that we'd get this far, I never knew that it'd be this hard. But everything, it has to fall apart. Baby, you drive me crazy. The only thing I think about lately is how I'm slowly fading, fading, fading. Baby, you drive me crazy. The only thing I think about lately is how I'm slowly fading, fading, fading. Drive me crazy. The only thing I think about lately is how I'm slowly fading, fading, fading. Baby, you drive me crazy. The only thing I think about lately is how I'm slowly fading, fading, fading.
There's a reason she's alone. You can't pin her down because no one needs her home and needs her around. She says there's beauty in the hills, chip in the sky. So don't be sad because I'm wrong. It keeps me alive. To impress her, it's too damn hard. To stay loyal without going too far. If I see her again, promise I won't
misses her like I do. I hope she's having fun, doing what she wants to, and send her from the sides sometime. To impress her, it's just too damn hard. And I want her back, but she's gone too far. If I see her again, promise I won't cry. In your reflection, it's my intention. Captured again, over protection, your disconnection, you're calling.
road of lust and pretend. It's all we had and all we lost. Let it go, let it go, let it go at all cost. Time to call it quits. It starts and ends with the quick fix. It's all we lost and all we had. It's the end, it's the end, it's the end, but it's not bad. 'Cause we're running out of time to finish, to get to the end. Oh, we're running out of time.
small sunrise. I bring out the shades, try to keep my heart taped, anything from going insane.
It's a little rougher, it's a little tougher. Every time I turn my head and I see you in the back wall, red. It's a little rougher, it's a little tougher. You will lie there to help the rest. Will I see you in the morning, dead? So similar to us. Administer a cattle, administer a shot. Sounds they are sickening to us. Just keep your distance from each one. Born the captive, what they say is what I'll do. That way they train me this way, and waiting for the day I'll escape. But how do I get out? I wanna escape, but how do I get out? When everybody's trusting you, you can't do anything about it but trust in you. Yeah, what you doing, even if it's hard to admit it. I can't do anything about it but trust in you. What do you do? Oh, what you do? What you do when no one's gonna trust in you? What do you do? It's Alice from Umbrella. I'm here to show you the light. I'm just another one of them, but I've got guns and I'm on your side.